What's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to install SuperATV's rear bumper on this Polaris RZR Pro R. So let's get right to it. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and remove our innermost lower radius arm hardware. Just remove the nuts from both sides. Then we're going to remove our hardware. Grab our new hardware out of our hardware kit. And we'll grab the lower section of the bumper, line it up with the holes on our radius arm plate, or in our instance, our rear receiver hitch, which you can pick this up at SuperATV.com. And it pairs very nicely with our rear bumper. So once we have it in place, what we're going to do is come up through the bottom of the frame, and when you remove your hardware, you'll notice that there is a nice little slot there to where you can reach your hand in. So we'll just want to get both nuts started. So now that we have the lower section of the bumper mounted, what we're going to do is remove the T50 hardware out of our rear exhaust cover. You'll see these little factory spacers here. Try to make sure they'll stay in place. If they don't want them to stay in place, go ahead and remove them. Looks like ours are going to stay for us. So what we're going to do now is grab the upper portion of the bumper, get it lined up, and then use our 10mm bolts to thread right into the factory holes. So as you can see here on our bumper, I went ahead and put the hardware through. So we're just going to take the hardware, which like I said, is our 10mm thread pitch, 15mm head bolts. We'll just line them up, get them threaded in, get them good and started. So now what we're going to do is take our clamps. One side will be threaded, one side will not. The threaded side needs to face towards the machine. So we'll just lift up on the upper bumper, or upper portion of the bumper, just kind of rotate everything around until we can get our clamp on. Then take the non-threaded side of the clamp, slide it together, take the screws that came out of the clamps, and get them all started. So you just want to make sure that you get all 4 of them started, and then move over to the opposite side. And I like to make sure that my clamp is oriented exactly the same from side to side. You don't have to do it, but it just makes it look nicer and cleaner. It's all done. All right, so now that we have both sides started, what we're going to do is go ahead and fully tighten our clamp. And I like to tighten them in an X pattern. So once this one has some resistance on it, we're going to jump down here and jump up. Same thing on the opposite side. Now we're just going to go through and fully tighten the rest of our hardware. Next, we're going to grab our caps as well as the last bit of hardware, which will be an Allen. Thread them into the end of the tube. Then fully tighten them. Another one of those things, I like to make sure the SuperATV.com is facing up on both sides. You don't have to. Just makes it look nicer. Alright guys, so once you have all your hardware fully tightened, you've reinstalled your wheels and tires, that's all there is to it to install SuperATV's rear bumper on this Polaris RZR Pro R. Be sure to check the description below for a link to pick yours up today. While you're there, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.